G'day there guys and girls, Naughty here, just giving you a bit of a look at the Twitch 50 before we go through to the video of out in the field. Today we fished flats, we fished deep, we fished all sorts of areas until we came across some fish holding upstream in one of Gippsland Lake's systems, holding on some structure, and today the lure that did the damage was the Twitch 50. It's a suspending 54mm hard body with a casting system inside. You'll see there's got a steel ball inside the lure that actually goes to the back of the lure when you cast it, and when you're ready to retrieve it, it rolls forward and sits in a little socket just underneath the eye. It's a great lure, it's got a great action. You can, twitching this lure, you can get it to 180 on the spot, which fish find irresistible when you're just sort of down there suspending, twitching it from side to side. They just can't help it but to have a crack at it. Can also be slow rolled for yellowfin or fast rolled, whatever you want to do. It's a great lure. It's probably one of my favourites in our range. Now this is the colour that did the damage today, which is the Ghost Wizard colour. It's probably just a bait fish profile. You'd find this little bait fish profile probably swimming anywhere in the Australian estuary systems, I'd say. And today just twitching this down, suspending it. The water was a bit dirty, just not moving it too quick. They just couldn't resist it. They were all over it. So that's just a bit of a look at the Twitch 50 before we take you out in the field and show you the lure in action. There's a lot of colours in the range, so be sure to check them out. I'm sure you'll find a colour that'll suit your purpose. Here we are guys in one of East Gippsland's lake systems. Now we found some nice bream holding along this edge after spending 3 or 4 hours in the morning fishing flats and deep and downstream and not able to find anything. So here we are, and we're throwing the Twitch 50 along this bank. There's lots of timber and snags and shrubs and stuff along here, and just sort of water's quite dirty, so we're just throwing it in there, twitching it down and not moving it too quick. Here we go, we've got one on. He's trying to get back into the timber, obviously, as you can see. We've got the drag on the surtake fairly tight. We always have to fish tight until you get them clear of the structure, because the old bream will try and head back in there and do you. So we're putting a fair bit of pressure on him, keeping him out. And you see some guys fishing with very loose drag on timber. I would not recommend it. You'll lose more lures than you can poke a stick out. Once you get them clear, you can back it off a bit. And but here he comes. It's a reasonable fish. Nice healthy looking East Gippsland black bream. And you can see that. The Twitch 50's done its job. It's a great little lure. Give you guys a bit of a look at it. Yeah, lovely scenery in the background too. What a place to fish. That's my backyard, 10 minutes from home. Just a magnificent place to go testing our lures. Making sure that they're doing what we want them to do. We'll just throw this fella in the live well. We don't want to have him swimming back in and spooking the other fish. There's a few others we've pinned along here today. They will all be released. These live wells are massive. Don't worry guys, that they'll be healthy and full of life when they get put back in the water. Well, here we are. We just put that other fish in the live well, and we're continuing on so we can pin another one. Now what we're doing, as I explained before, we're throwing the Twitch 50 out as far as we can, twitching it down, getting it down to its suspending depth, and then not moving it too much because the water's quite dirty. We're just twitching it along slowly, letting the fish be able to see it, and hopefully pin them. Here we are, we're on. Another bend in that rod. He's having a decent crack. This fish is trying to get back into that timber, trying to do me. What I'm doing here, guys, is a little tip for the guys that don't know, is I'm using the electric motor. The drag's tight, and I'm using the electric motor and the rod to pull this fish away from the bank. So I'm getting him away from the bank. We're in about 12 to 15 feet of water now, and hopefully there's no timber under there. And then you can relax a little bit once you've got that fish clear. And I'm just loosening off the drag now because the danger zone's off, and we can just slowly bring him in and hopefully not pull the hooks on him. But you've got to take the chance of pulling those hooks early, otherwise that fish is going to get you in that structure. You're going to do the fish and you're going to do your lure. That's probably my favourite type of fishing. I love that added pressure of the fish doing you in structure. There's not much more fun than that. You've got to cast to something, you've got to get the fish clear of it, and all that. So here he comes. He's a reasonable fish, this one. He's given me a decent fight. It's been good fun, especially after spending the morning searching, and the plan come together a bit later on after a few hours, and here we are. He's a good solid fish. Look at the size of him. Big, healthy, solid East Gippsland black bream. These fish aren't struggling for a feed here at the moment. There's plenty to eat. You can see he's really engulfed that Twitch 50. He's got it right down there. He's just seen it sitting in the water column there and just thought, I'm eating you. That's my breakfast or my lunch. There you go. Just nice, solid East Gippsland black bream. Look at the scenery too. There's not another person in sight. Just me and my boat and fishing on a Sunday. 15 minutes from home. This is where it all happens. But also we get a good opportunity, because it's so close to home, I get a good opportunity to run these lures through their paces and make sure that I'm satisfied with what we're producing. Anyway, we'll just get him off and sit him in the live well. Bit of a bugger sometimes to get him off. We'll get him off without hurting him, making sure that we don't, get into his gills or anything like that and damage the fish. But just have a look. Beautiful fish, just beautiful East Gippsland lake system. There couldn't be much better way to spend a Sunday, in my opinion anyway. It's the Legend V20 boat. That's a lovely boat to fish out of. Have a look how fat he is. Healthy as healthy. So they've got plenty to eat here at the moment. Yeah, put him in there. They'll be released later. Here we go, we continue casting, we're on again, virtually straight away. This one's a bit smaller, so we haven't had to electric out from the bank. We've been able to control it just with the rod and the reel. But he's still well and truly a legal fish, as you'll see. There you go, another one smacked by the Twitch 50. Great little lure. Quick instructional how to twitch a lure. As you can see, I've cranked the lure down to the depth, and now I'm just giving it tiny little tap 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 taps and movement and pauses. So I hope this will teach beginners how to twitch a lure and suspend it for black bream. Just little tiny tack tack tat, pause. Check us out online at www.hurricanelures.com.au and get out there, guys, and smack them. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you may have learned something for the beginners. Cheers!